Hello everyone, I am Guildmaster Committee. I'm leader of Taste of Poison, the top guild. A few days ago, as of recording on March 2nd, 2026, we got an announcement trailer for a new MMO that's coming out. I'll link the trailer in that description of this video. It's, it's called Project DNA. That's the only name we know it as of recording. It's going to be published or at least developed by Korean developer Supervoid. It's going to be a sci-fi MMO set to release in 2027. The disclaimer: 2027 could either mean Korean release or global release. We don't really know as of recording. The trailer says it's likely to be mature 17 plus. I'm honestly perfectly okay with that. I mean, sure, it'll probably be a smaller audience, but it'll probably also be a higher quality audience. Then we have this person, lady, who's plugged in, and immediately I think of the Matrix. You know, a human who's plugged in. And then some of you have probably played SWTOR. You probably remember playing on a planet called Balmora, and when I saw this part of the trailer, it made me think of Balmora. It's like you have like the rocky cliff biome with the futuristic sci-fi architecture and the turrets right here. That honestly does make me think of Balmora. So then we have the inside of the architecture here. Honestly, that makes me think of Mass Effect. This, I'm guessing, is supposed to be like a core or a reactor, but I'm not 100% sure. Then we have this thing. I'm guessing this is supposed to be some like super synthetic brain that's sci-fi construction, but hey, what do I know? I mean, what does anybody know at this point? Then we have a few people running in. I'm guessing this is going to be like either a flashpoint from SWTOR or a group dungeon, because this is what, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people rushing in. So yeah, I think that's a safe assumption. Small group content. When you get to about 1 minute and 12 seconds into the trailer, you see this part. I saw played this part of the clip of the trailer a few different times and try to count how many players there are. I think I counted about 6. So I'm guessing this part is either going to be like a flashpoint from SWTOR or open world. This is the closest thing we probably have to a fantasy element in the trailer. Like fire sword. I mean, well, normally I would think it's fantasy, but in this case, it's probably some like futuristic sci-fi weapon that's supposed to mimic a fire sword. And then I'm guessing this is like a sci-fi construct. But that's anybody's guess. In this part of the trailer, towards the end, we get to see the UI. This UI honestly makes me think of Where Winds Meet. We do the different buttons here, and then the potions and health bar. This was honestly kind of like Throne and Liberty, or ESO with the boss's health up across the top of the screen. So we're going to conclude by looking through the company's website. Disclaimer: this is translated. This is auto-translated from Korean, so something might get messed up here. So Supervoid offers new and fresh experiences, constantly challenging to develop the game. Project DNA, a life or death situation, a world that has been destroyed. Post-apocalyptic lips MMORPG. Okay, that part has to be a mistranslation. Post-apocalyptic lips? Okay. Number 1, AAA PC MMORPG. Yeah, come on. We've heard that so many times. So many games. Using Unreal Engine 5, the PC platform realizes an exciting and probable world with high quality due diligence graphics in an open world. Yeah, AAA open world. Yeah, I think we've seen that trope plenty of times. A fun battle with the fun of manipulation. Through manual operation, you can pursue and hand flavored battles. Okay, that has to be a mistranslation. Unique and different content. It is full of unusual content that is not ordinary. The most original part is that the character grows through an evolutionary system genetic algorithms. Okay, hold on. Let's go to this part here. It is unusual content that is not ordinary. Yeah. Let's go back through these screenshots here, shall we? We have a person who looks like it's from the Matrix, Star Wars, Mass Effect, probably also like Star Wars and Mass Effect, big data brand, kind of like Do any of you remember that one episode of Doctor Who with like that big ood brain? And then this is kind of like that, but it's a synthetic, not organic. and, okay, huge sci-fi architecture we're running through, similar to how we had the Foundry in SWTOR. Do any of you remember that flashpoint? That's what this makes me think of. Okay, desert biome, kind of like Arthitine and Lost Ark. Okay. That's the least sci-fi, lowest concentration of sci-fi. Boss, whatever. Okay, so unique and different content. Yeah, I'm gonna have to conclude that part is false, based off, well, at least what we know so far. When did you feel the adventure? Adventure through the unknown with multiple people is a pleasure that can only be felt in MMORPGs. It offers a heart-pounding experience of exploring and with colleagues in another world where politics, economics, and society exist. Okay. I mean, there might be some truth to that. Endless evolution. Oh no, this part didn't get translated. Okay, whatever. Endless evolution and for the rebuilding of human civilization. A fierce fight. Hold on. It is full of unusual content that is not ordinary. Rebuilding of human civilization. A fierce fight for life. Yeah, I think we've seen that trope so many times. Okay, it's set in 2046, so that's what, 20 years from now? Due to sudden asteroid impact, the Earth was in ruins. Yeah, we saw that before in games like Elix. If y'all have not played Elix, it's a single player role playing game. I would highly recommend it. It's spelled ELEX. It's on Steam. It's a hidden gem. It's great. The few people who survived the underground bunker, the biotechnology technology. Okay, that has to be another translation error. The first humans with superpowers were born. First humans with superpowers. This part is fraudulent. Okay, moving on. The body is just a consumable. What defines me is memory. Oh, I should probably say that a little louder. This part is obviously fraudulent. Unusual content, come on. I can name so many sci-fi things we've seen from this game. What have I referenced so far? Elix, Star Wars, Mass Effect, Doctor Who. Ugh. Yeah, this part is obviously false. Okay, moving on. I just had to say that loudly so everybody could hear me. Okay, the technology of biotechnology has become more advanced. Cultivate the body artificially and transfer the memory. You can live forever. Yeah. Transfer the memory and you can live forever. Yeah, didn't we see that in the MCU with what's his name? That was the villain of Captain America, and we saw that in I think that was something that happened in Star Trek Picard. Yeah, that. Okay, obviously we've seen that before. Okay, evolving into a more powerful body, mankind who has accumulated experience in eternal life. Finally, the fight to rebuild human civilization begins. Yeah, we've seen that part multiple times. Okay, then let's get to this part. Rye, electricity is lightning. For became beam, I believe this is true progress. Serena, for the leadership, from the leadership level, Serena has excellent skills with his nature, has a sense of civility, but he's as moral as. Okay, that must be another translation error. This looks like a girl, not a he. But, what do I know? Okay, whatever. Okay, moving on. Okay. Nadia, wind, air. Nadia just survived the global catastrophe. Okay, no, let's look through the elements. Air, fire, earth, darkness. There's no sun. So, hold on. Let's look through these. Lightning, water, air, fire, earth, darkness. So there's no light. And we're still okay. Is this going to be like you have to pick one of these 6 characters, or this is going to be like NPCs in the game? Yeah, wasn't there? Hold on, didn't they say something up here about it's something unique? Original part of the game, unusual content. Adventures multiple people. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna be I mean, if we have preset characters, I don't think that's going to be a very unique experience if we can't make our own character. Oh, there's concept art. Okay. Okay, we've seen this. I already showed y'all this earlier. It looks like Balmor from Star Wars. And then this honestly just straight up looks like the Foundry from SWTOR. If y'all ever played that Flashpoint, I'd look it up if y'all don't know what I'm talking about. It's probably on Google Images or something. This. This honestly reminds me of Elex. You have like that, like if y'all have ever played Elex, this part looks like that one part of Southwest Tavar or Tavar, and then this part looks like the Duke's bunker from Elex. Like, you know, it's concrete, but it's in ruins. It's just like those old world ruins, like what you saw in Elex. Yeah, yeah, I've seen that before. This this looks like maybe I don't know, maybe not, maybe not. Yeah, maybe like Stone Guard from Throne of Liberty, or for those who've played Mass Effect Andromeda, what was the name of that first planet we went to? That's been so long since I played Mass Effect Andromeda, I'd have to go back and find the name of that planet, but that's what that makes me think of. Okay, then we have this next one. Okay, so it's like it's nighttime. It's not this like dark haunted spirits or anything, but just like give a dark eerie vibe. Uh, yeah, okay. You have the futuristic sci-fi warrior in leather with in a futuristic building. Yeah, okay, cool. Human at that giant super synthetic brain, and then we have what's this? I'm not. Oh, maybe it's like an elevator. Yeah, I mean, it does look like an elevator. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Careers, games, games that gamers have fun. We make ourselves a proud game. It's easy. I don't know what this means. I don't force it to work overtime. Treat it as a capacity, compensation for performance, contact. Uh, okay, that sounds cool. So basically, we're throwing together. So it's a Korean MMO that throws together a bunch of sci-fi tropes from multiple sci-fis, including Star Wars and Doctor Who, and and Mass Effect, and some of the other and Elex, and some of the other sci-fis I've mentioned in this trailer, while simultaneously claiming it is full of unusual content that is not ordinary. Well, if that's true, it's been in something that has not yet been revealed, because I could easily reference previous uh, sci-fis that we've seen before. But I, at least based off what we know, I'm not gonna write off. I'll at least check it out. It's probably something that, you know, like the people who are SWTOR veterans and they're looking for a new game, and they don't mind something Korean, they'll probably play it. But that's all I have for this video. Have a cursively wonderful day, everyone. I'll see you in my next video.